The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back.
I'm Ariana.
And I am Brittany.
And this is
An A&B Conversation.
Another week with you guys.
Period.
We definitely said we will be having a lot more guests in season 2, and we have some in the some in the pipeline.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we definitely have more guests than we had last season.
We already beat last season. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like
look at us checking off a to-do list.
Done and done.
So just keep on staying tuned.
Right.
Some familiar faces, some repeat
new
offenders.
Faces,
yeah.
Some new ladies and or gents.
Yeah. All the above.
No, literally.
All the in between.
Back,
speaking
forth, up
of
and down.
Right. Speaking of all the in between, this week's topic: should you date for potential? Sit with that, folks. Should you date for potential? What is your solid set answer? Should you date for potential?
It's a hell no for
it's
me.
It's a fuck no. It's a fuck no.
It's a hell no.
Yeah.
I think that you should date for potential when you're 19 or like 22. You can date for potential. My big ass, upwards 30 years old, I cannot date for like, what the fuck have you been doing this whole time? What have you been doing?
Opposite. I think you can date for potential when you're older versus when you're younger, because dating for potential when you're younger, like, everybody's changing. Well, most likely everybody's going to evolve or change for better or for worse.
Right.
Like, when you're older, I feel like they are who they are. And, like, you're just going to take it or leave it. You know, like, I see the benefits, the pros. That got potential. That could work.
Right.
The cons.
Right. In my opinion of potential, that really is like, this motherfucker, he ain't got no job. He's working at doing this. He's working at like trying to be better, or like I have to push him to be better and to do these things and push him out of his comfort zone to like be a better person for me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. You should have a job. You should have like things that are lined up. I shouldn't have to make you want to do better for yourself. You should already want that. Definitely at upwards 30 years old, you should already like have some concrete ass shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be like, well, he's really, really smart, and well, you know, like, he's good to his mom. He might be good to our kid. No.
Yeah, but those bullet points just did a lot. Like, he's good to his mom, and he's smart. Like,
you know, like, those are things like that. It's
we're
a good
but we're off to a
start
good
when
start.
You're 20. Like, you know what I mean? It's a good start when you should have a foundation down at like this point. I don't think that everybody has to have it together. I feel like exactly. Sometimes, but like I have a good foundation, and I have like we have like what am I trying to say? Enough and like a spark about us that would make us want to do different things.
Yeah, we
start
have the
a lot
drive.
of different the drive.
We got the drive.
Exactly.
And we ride.
Hello. But like, you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna like be with us and be like, oh, like, you should do this and you should do that. You should like better for your life and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you already have like,
I've been told, and I'm like, oh, that is crazy.
Right. But like, what the fuck?
I have more tangible money than.
That's what and things like that. You know what I mean? It's like shit like that. Like, somebody should be with you like to like better you in a relationship rather than like trying to better you and like make you a better person. Like, like that.
Better you as a partner and not as an individual or like.
Exactly.
Yeah. I definitely could see like not wanting to really mother a man.
That's tea. Yeah. I'm
But
not your mama,
I-
baby.
However, no, I'm just joking.
No, but right.
Yeah, to make somebody grow as a partner versus as an individual, I think is like that's the potential that works versus like trying to really rebuild someone from the ground up and hoping that they'll be who you need them to be.
Right.
I just seen something today and it said like actually reposted it on my story, and it was like, the problem with relationships is everyone is I'm paraphrasing, but looking out for themselves instead of in a partnership. It's your needs or my needs, and like and in the Bible it says like to out honor each other, and I would love that. Like that's what I want. Let's out honor each other. Like let my needs be your needs, and let your needs be my needs, and not like I need to fix this. Like I need to scrap him and rebuild him from whatever spare copper I made out of this. Like, yeah, scrap metal. But I think dating for potential isn't horrible. It's not. But also, isn't that what dating is? Like, you see a little spark, a little, you got a little twinkle in your eye for somebody, and you're like, let me see what this is all about. Then you sometimes get in that shit and realize that sparkle, not everything that glitters is gold. Is that it? Is that the expression?
Yeah, that is.
That did not sound so right. But
everything that glitters isn't gold.
Isn't gold, yeah.
I'm like, how to say it?
I know, right? I'm like, because that didn't sound right? Like, fucking me up. But I feel like that's what dating is dating for potential. Like, you see a potential somewhere, and then you explore that. And sometimes it works out, and that's your person, and you ride out, and sometimes that shit is just...
I feel like a lot of people like live in a fairy tale land.
Oh, and make Delulu. What?
You know what I mean?
Guys
and they're
and
like,
girls.
oh yeah, well maybe. Well, I mean, I know he doesn't take care of his other 3 kids, but like, if I get pregnant,
it'll be different with us.
It'll be different. He's different with me. Like I make it like no, he's not different with you.
I just seen there's a professional athlete. I don't remember if it was a football or a basketball player. And he has had 5 babies in 1 year. Like, I think he has in total 8 now or something along those lines. And I was just like, what type of stupid do you have to be to think it would be different with you?
Like, that's what's going to piss me off.
Can you, like, in willingly participating in that, thinking it's going to be different with you?
That's what's going to piss me off. Listen, I watch Love After Lockup every week.
That stuff is
and
good.
You know, it's good, girl.
They get out and have a ball.
Oh my God. I love it. But like, they see potential in these jail inmates. Like, you know what I mean? These men men and women. I'm
I was
so
to say,
sorry.
There have been.
Because there are women.
I've seen one woman really finesse off. She did. She.
They do their biggest one.
Yeah, like, they get out and make sure everyone is taken care of off of one person.
Oh my God.
They devastate somebody with no regard. And I'm
like, these people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars. Never met them. Some people never even go visit them. Like, see them
catfish,
before.
Look at them.
Yeah. But
potential can make you go far.
Yeah, they never see them. They only ever talk to them. They never met them before in real life. And then they have this like fairy tale dream of what their life could be like because they've been talking and everything's been fine. And they get out and see what type of a terrible person they are, what type of a horrible partner they are. Yeah. Like and it's just like, damn, you could have saved $50,000 if you just hung the fuck up the phone.
And some heartache. And straight up raw dog national embarrassment.
Heartache, embarrassment. This man just got out of jail. He was in jail for 13 years.
She don't know him.
Girl, never.
He doesn't know himself.
Never went to see him in jail. So, like, I think when he got out of jail, he was looking at her like,
this is not what I signed up for.
And then she had been sending him money, sending all types of money, bought him clothes for when he got out of jail, like made sure he was good. Girl.
He skated right off.
He said, you know, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. Devastated.
Famous last words.
Now she's pregnant.
By him?
Yes. First day out sex. Must have been tremendous because she's pregnant with twins. But it'd be shit like that. Now you got a baby with a man that you don't want to.
Two that has a man that does not want you and has made it clear.
You.
But I think there's a special type of delulu too. Especially for women, that if you think keeping a baby is going to keep that man, it's going to make him like you so much less. No. You're going to be exhausted. You can't have sex for some weeks, typically, after a baby. And now he has a financial responsibility. And that
he may or may not take care of.
Right. And finances will be stress a man out quick.
Hello. Especially when they're a selfish ass man, especially if they don't already take care of their kids, or especially if they don't have any kids. They don't know what the responsibilities are going to feel like.
Or what a box of diapers cost.
No, literally. My brother went to a baby shower. He's like, I'm going to get some diapers and wipes. I'm like, you're a man. You can get diapers and wipes and just be whatever. Like, you know, honestly, you could just go with nothing because men are just...
Never, they show up with a bottle.
Literally. Literally.
Thanks for nothing.
He went to that aisle. He said, there's so many different
brands and
sizes and everything. Like, what do I do? And I'm like, you can literally pick up any one that you want. Like, it's going to go in the garbage anyways. Diapers are made for garbage cans.
Literally.
Like,
disposable. Not all diapers, but the ones that,
but literally. He's like, I'm just getting diapers. This shit is expensive. And I was like, whatever you want to do. Because that's like $45 a box.
My cousin shout out to Kara, just had a friend who potty trained her son. And she gave Kara all of her extra diapers, which she had a stockpile. She was like, she probably just saved me $500.
Literally. 100%.
So, for ladies out there considering the plan B, take it.
Yeah. They also sell them on Amazon.
And they're on Amazon, plan Bs are 2 for $1. They're 2 plan Bs are $50. But in the store, it's like $52.
Right.
$98.
And there's like certain brands for like $8 a pill.
I would recommend the branded. You never know. You don't. Yeah. Have you seen the picture of the baby that was born holding the IUD?
No. That's crazy.
Traumatizing. A full blown baby holding an IUD.
Right. But use whatever you can, honestly.
Use something.
Use it.
But safely.
Right.
You know, don't.
Because I bought my damn Amazon Plan Bs and they
did what they needed to do.
I'm not pregnant. But that's what dating for potential does oftentimes.
Long-term dating for potential is just going to make you insane. It's
because you're going to constantly be yearning for more, like wanting more. And especially when you set somebody up at like such a high pedestal, like that is undeserving. Like, you know what I mean?
And even if it's like, even if they really strive to be the best person for you, it's make-believe. Like, you set that person up to fail, even if they're willing to do the work and willing to change or just to take insight from you. You've set the bar so high that the standard couldn't be met.
Right. And, like, granted, people can change. Like, that is a possibility. Not saying that it's not. It is a possibility, but that person has to want to do that. And you can't want them to do that and be like, oh, yeah.
It takes 2 to tangle that way.
Literally. And they have to want to. Like, you can't just be like, I want this from you. And they'll be like, okay.
If you do, you got a fucking partner. You got a fucking partner.
Yeah.
If you can just state that need and they're like, okay, got it.
Right.
Applying
but it'd just be like, why wasn't I doing that before then? Like, you know what I mean? It'd be like, some shit be simple.
Love languages, attachment styles.
And that's tea. That's tea.
Because Lord knows, I got that anxious attachment style and that quality time.
Yeah.
Right here. That's all I got.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, one of my favorite, like, breakup quotes, I think it's a Big Sean lyric, and it's, sometimes you got to break your heart to save your soul.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what long-term dating for potential is. You just are going to go insane, so you might as well break your heart to save your soul.
Gotta let it go. Let go and let God, because...
Let go and then go get with God, because you knew. You dragged it on.
Yeah, you got to know what you're getting yourself into, or know, like...
Or give it an expiration date.
6
months. If there is no one, look at me, I got quotes on deck. A quote I love is, whatever isn't growing is dead. If it has not grown, if there has not been any shift, it's dead.
Right.
Let it be dead.
No, for real. Or take a tally. Like, you know what I mean?
Take a group vote, because your friends will be the first one to tell you.
Or like good and bad, like
pros and cons list.
Tell that hoe up, okay?
Yeah. And I don't know, because if you're into Lulu, like, I think you could be like, well,
you can do it with a friend.
4 positive tallies.
You can do it with a friend, so it's...
He's fucking verbally abusive. 0.5 tally. Like, but his good dick got 4 tallies, but his...
Right, yeah. You'll have to do it with a friend.
Speaking from experience.
That'll help you hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
If you need that.
Right. Because one thing about me and Brittany, we don't.
Right, because I realistically, like, I try not to, like, give all my friends, like, all the terrible things, because I just seen a TikTok today. It was like, I hate when I tell my homegirl some shit because
they don't fucking let it go. Worse than a mom.
She's like, every time I forget about this shit, and I'm like, oh, he's so sweet. She's like, I hate this motherfucker because he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this. He punched your mom, he did, like, you know what I mean? She writing that shit down before I even have to say anything. Yeah. So, like, people that love you do want the best for you, and they don't let shit go. Like, they don't let shit go. Even if you want to let it go and you let go of it, it's always going to be in somebody else's archives.
They just need an us, because, bitch, we'll be the first ones like, look at that. And then the minute they do bad, we're like, and fuck them. Like, we're just, get some unattached friends.
Right. I'll clock your tea if you need me to, but, like, relatively, that's just not something that I do, because
that's your journey.
If you want to, if you like it, I love it. And
it's a part of you. It's your life to live. It's your experiences to have.
What I say about this motherfucker is not going to stray you away from him.
And who the fuck are we? Look at us.
I've got opinions for days. Do I let them out all the time? I really don't. Could I? Yes, I can.
I think that's one thing too.
Ridiculous ass Aries. I can say what like things pop up in my head all day, like all the time.
Yeah.
Do I say all of them? No. Is it my business? Usually not. Is it me going through it? No. Do I go through stupid ass, dumb ass shit all the time? Yes.
We've been ran ragged by men too.
Like, that's why I keep some stuff just to me, because, like, god damn, bitch, you already knew. Like, and to tell somebody is just like, because, bitch, you knew. Like, you knew that
and
was
to,
dumb.
Like, are you harboring that? Like, did you wait to just say something hurtful? Like,
right.
Why are you bringing up the past? Because I could bring up the past and what your daddy did to your mom.
Right.
Let's talk about your dysfunction. Like, just don't. If you're that friend, you got to let go. Like, forgive and forget. Like, if they forgave, you need to forgive. And if not, you need to seek counseling. Because if you're focused on somebody else's shit, I'm sure it's because you don't want to reflect back on yours. Like,
and that'd be the tea, too.
Like, girl, unless you're happily married, equally yoked, bitch, don't come at me, because I'm going to come right back. Not the only one who keeps receipts and remembers shit.
That's why I just, there's a certain line. Like, there's just a certain, like, some friends can get a lot more than other ones can. And that's just, because, like, I mean, to me, it's just like, you can't handle it. Like, you know what I mean? Not you specifically.
No, I'm saying I can, but I don't care.
Like a person that, like, harbors onto things, like, you can't handle it. So, like, I'm like,
why are you dodging your shit? Why is my shit front and center of your tongue?
Right. That's why.
And your mind.
Right. That's why certain friends are just for certain friends get certain things. Like, you know what I mean? If you can't handle it, not gonna give it to you. I'll give it to somebody else that can.
Yep. And you have to enjoy them where they're at. Like, the ripples of, like, have you lost your fucking mind? Like, oh, I didn't know you were still living in that space.
Right.
Because you're on chapter 2. Me, him, and the rest of the group, we're on chapter 3.
Right.
I don't know where we left yet, too, but we're in chapter 3. And his potential hopefully has an expiration date.
Right.
Which might be in chapter 6 or 16.
Right.
But
or at the end of 3. Like, you never know. Like, that's just my business.
It could be in the middle of 3.
Right. Or it could have ended at 2. I'm just trying to make sure. Like, just
double assessing.
Mind your motherfucking business sometimes.
Yeah.
Mind your business. And let your friends be dumb if they need to. Nobody ain't gonna listen to one person, especially if it's not a person that has any qualifications.
I will say it's the single friends that speak the quickest. Like,
right. And I get it. I get it. You probably been through some shit just like I have, but, like, also
you don't have been through some shit. Like, and you don't have the end goal. You did not get the trophy. This is not the oppression Olympics. Like, you don't win at more fucked up shit.
No, literally. And even married friends, like, you know what I mean? Not everything is going to
resonate.
Not everything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you take what resonates and you leave whatever the fuck don't. And you know what I mean? Some of your married friends, they're not going to have the best They're not gonna have the best advice for certain situations because they're not single and you're not married. Like, you know what I mean?
And
you
they
can't
could,
give a
they could be
single
married
person
and still single.
Yeah, and you can't give a single person married advice. Like, it's not gonna work. Like, it's because I'm definitely not doing that. If you're looking for potential from me, I'm not cooking, cleaning, all that bullshit if we're not married. Like, that's dumb. Like, that's dumb.
See, I'm definitely doing that, but
I'll cook a meal because I cook dinner all the time, but I'm not cleaning. I'm not washing your clothes. I'm not going shopping for you. I'm not doing any of that shit. Like, why would I do fucking I'm doing shit for like at wife prices and I'm fucking still single. So like that's just not something I'm doing. Judge Lynn told her that she never cooked for her husband until they were married. And they never lived with each other until they were married.
Yeah,
too.
I would not.
She was like, why am I doing that for you? We're not married yet. And she got her ring and her happy marriage. R.I.P. to her husband.
Yeah, that is so sad. She definitely loved him so much.
She did. She did. And she had some good advice. But
see, I'm down for all of that, but the laundry is crazy. Like, if he can come and drop off loads of clothes, like, he could be spending time.
We're not living together and I'm doing
absolutely
laundry.
not.
Like, we're not, like, what the fuck? I'm not going to your house and cleaning up after you. I'm just not with that shit. Like,
that's you're drawing the line.
Oh, yeah, very much. Yeah. So if you're looking for me to like, if you're looking for potential for me, and you're like checking boxes, that, like, waiting for shit, like, no, I will pack you a lunch for work if I cooked the night before. I might even pack you a lunch, like I cook you dinner, like, cause I love to cook.
I just picture you like a pissed off lunch lady taking a fat ass ladle and just being like.
Yeah, get this lunch. It's in the fridge.
Madder than shit you cooked for him. Not Mary, just
I
like
got you.
a splatter of gray matter on a plate. Like,
listen,
you go.
I got you on a meal. Okay, got you on a meal. Because one thing about it, two things for certain, I'm gonna cook. But all that other like marital shit, it's not coming out of me without a ring. Like, that's just no shade.
I'm definitely down everything but laundry. But however, coming off of an egg, you will not. Birth canal is closed if we do not have the same last name. And I have two. I'm looking forward to dropping both of them. Legally, I have two, a hyphenated name, because my mother is petty and gave me hers and my father's.
Right.
And I've had men approach me with, like, in dating, telling me, I'm going to put a baby in you. Anaphylactic shock. Immediate allergic, hard reaction to that. That is not attractive to me, nor is it scientifically possible. My birth control is 99.1% effective. Keep it fucking pushing.
Yeah.
Because that potential, like, I'll talk about my children, and it'll be a hard emphasis on my.
Right.
Because I don't know if you're staying. You might be, I don't know if you're coming or going.
Right.
So, nope. That potential won't happen with me. And nor will me initiating, like, a really tangible relationship with their family. Like, I'll be cool. I'll speak. But I'm not going to be spending, like, one-on-one time or, like, really trying to make myself a member of that family until I'm a member of that family.
Right.
Like, you're not going to catch me sitting with your mom trying to prove to her or, like, show her my potential. She'll see my potential when I'm your wife.
Right.
Like, I can't imagine being in, like, my boyfriend's mom's house and being like, oh, did you know I can do, like, trying to sell myself or her see my potential. Right. Like, when her son sees my potential and knows what it is, that's when we'll all know what it is.
Right.
Sometimes, I'm being ringed out.
Right. Sometimes real just recognizes real, though, and, like, in a good world, like, you know what I mean? You're not, like, selling yourself, and it's just really just, like, somebody just trying to get to know you just as their girlfriend or as their future wife or, like, you know what I mean?
Him,
things
that's
like
great.
Because, like, me and
Like, I get
my
being
baby
cordial.
daddy's mom. Like, we lived together at a point in time.
Right.
Like, we used to always go to functions together and parties together. We've been to concerts together. We've been out to dinner together. Like, you know what I mean? And it was never on no, like, shady shit. And it was never on, like, no, I want to marry your son. Like, I want to be with him. And I just want to really get to know you. And I really like, you know what I mean? It was never on no shit like that.
Was that before or after you had the baby, though?
It was before I had the baby. Yeah.
Because you moved in
when I was pregnant.
Right. Okay. Because I would say, that would.
Yeah. Because we were still young. But, like, we had a very, very good relationship.
If I was engaged, I might move in. I will say that. I might move in if I'm engaged. And I have to be on the deed. Like, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm not getting kicked out of nothing.
90 days didn't mean shit to me because I'm still here.
We're going to be living in separate quarters.
That is my bathroom from this time. This is my kitchen from this time to this time. You may not enter. You may not speak to me.
Yeah, no, literally, I'm still living here until I choose not to. So you better figure it out.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Yeah, no. But then again, too, and I was just having this conversation with someone. In New York State, a proposal is a verbal contract. So, if you guys do not follow through with the wedding, you do have to give the ring back.
You 100% have to give the ring back.
Isn't that, like...
Unless...
I want to flee.
Right.
On the side. Catch me in Pennsylvania.
See, this is also... Unless they do it on a holiday. Then it's a gift.
But it could be gifted at any point.
Right. But if it's on a holiday, then it's a gift. So that's why you shouldn't propose on, like national holidays or anything like that. So, men or women, not me.
Would rather. I need the pod to know.
Right.
I would rather get kicked in the fucking mouth with a steel-toe Timberland boot, and then dragged across a sidewalk, ass fucking naked, already ashy, then propose to a man.
Well, we have ladies marrying ladies, so.
True, but I'm just saying for me, that's why I said I would rather.
Yeah. No,
because I, under no circumstance, would ever, in my sane fucking mind, propose to a man.
Yeah, I ain't no Chrissy shit.
I just don't, again, for potential. He didn't see it, babe. That's why he didn't give it and do it. Or you just jumped the gun and you were too eager and weren't respecting of his time frame, but...
Right. Because, I mean, your time frame is valid, too, but just move on. Well, you know...
I was going to say, moving on sounds better.
Do it then, if you want to, so being a fucking bad.
Please do it so we can all laugh at you.
Do it then, because it recorded. Because what? That's crazy.
Can you imagine, like, no, genuinely?
I couldn't imagine it because that would never happen. I don't imagine things that would never happen.
Just... I would want someone to tackle me. Just come intercept me. Lay me flat the fuck out. But hey, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
Thank God I'm not in that battlefield. Couldn't meet me, boo.
The Lord has not called on me to be in that space.
The Lord will call me to the
pearly
army
gates,
before
literally
to the army. I would fight for our country before I did that.
Rather fight for the country than we would fight for a man.
Lose a leg. I would lose a limb. Like, I would be fighting for our country. Be on my Mulan shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Can you imagine me and you driving a tank because we tried to avoid proposing to a man?
Through the dunes.
I just want to see how straight up we can get it. You think we can get it? Literally.
I think we can get that hoe to do a backflip.
I think it's so safe to say, one, we'd never get drafted from the army for the army.
At all.
Based on this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
This episode right here. Number two, it's safe to say we'll never propose to a man.
Are you nuts?
I mean...
Somebody's got to do certain things, but...
People's...
Baby.
we
I
know
would
a
not
girl.
move that mountain for you.
We know a girl who I could see proposing to her man.
Yeah, probably.
And she's already really been embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she said she's gonna top it off with a baby, and that she did.
Like, dang, I would rather just take a man's word for it. Like, we're gonna get married, and I'm like, we're married.
On some common law shit, that is my husband.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, we've been in there for 15 years, 13 years. We're just
dating
for
potential, but focusing on engagement through potential. There's levels to it. So like dating for potential doesn't feel so good. We hope it works out. If you have a story, DM us, comment, share with us how dating for potential worked for you. Mm-hmm. If you are,
because prove me wrong, please.
I believe it works.
I believe it works too, but like I need
more
to
often
see it.
than not. I think it doesn't.
Right, I haven't seen it, so that's why I would like to.
Yeah,
see
we
it.
want to know you. We want to get to know you better.
Yes,
engagement. Hoping for an engagement through somebody's potential. Just don't contact us. Thumbs up to you.
There's a place for you.
It's called S5.
Very much. Please admit yourself. It just takes some time.
The doctors know best. The meds will do you a world of good.
Take some time. Everybody needs a rest.
And then I think the big one, the numero 3 would be having a baby for potential. Because a baby is a lot more permanent than obviously an engagement. But 2, that potential and lack thereof, character or desire or whatever, the potential is puzzle piece that you're looking for, it's going to affect the baby. Your kid is going to miss out on the character traits you thought you saw in that person. Like,
it usually almost never amounts up to what it should.
Yeah. And figuring that out long term and having to have, well, more likely than not, having to have that person around and in your life, insult to injury. Yeah. And having to explain to your kids, like, I look at my mom, I'm like, how the fuck and why the fuck did you pick my father?
Like, you did that one. You did that, girl.
Like,
good
and
job.
She could have aborted me. It wouldn't have made a fucking difference to me. It probably would have
swallowed you.
What? Christina says she's not that type of white girl.
Black girls do it with
her story to tell, but it wouldn't have made a difference to me. It probably would have been more beneficial to be aborted. Like, thanks for nothing.
Right.
Can't miss something I didn't
thanks
have.
For no daddy.
Legit. Like, you did all that for what? Yeah.
Well.
Potential. Not your friend. I mean, it could be. We hope it is. Like, we are
genuinely and hopeful for however that could work for you. I haven't seen it. Love to hear your stories. I
think that...
Tell me, because...
I do actually know someone who dated for potential, and it did involve her settling. But the things that she settled to not have as she grew older were not groundbreaking or solid standards that she had. But I question, is it just because she knows she's not going to get them, so she's let them subside?
Yeah.
Like, or is it... Like, or is it just something you outgrew? Like, because me and you right now, we got some solid, like...
hell no.
Yeah.
And some... Like,
a little
shaky.
fluid. Yeah, some things are a little fluid.
Yes.
What is one of your things that's a little fluid? It could even be a superficial.
I don't know. Fluidity. I don't know. Because I don't have a lot of like hard hell no's. Yeah. A lot of my things are kind of like children per se. I don't exactly want a man that has kids, but I could take a man that has like one.
A fluid, like you prefer it
too, but like, you know what I mean, like that is like two? Oh no, yeah, that's it gets hard, right? So like something like that, probably, or like, yeah.
Mine would be, and I recently came to not terms, but like realized it was no longer a hard hell no, and it was more fluid for me is having a bachelor's degree. Like I used to say, like, you got to be able to get into the rooms that I get into. I have a bachelor's degree in associates. Like we need to be on equal playing field for our legacy. And I know some entrepreneurs that do the damn thing
nowadays. Like a lot these days. It's crazy.
Yeah, I still would prefer it, but like, if you're successful in your own right and financial standing to associate with that success, sweet,
for sure.
I agree with Drake dropped out of school, and
so many people,
you could count me in.
Right. So many people just didn't ever go, but are very, very successful. It's so easy to be very successful without like degrees, which sucks for people that actually went to school. Like, you know what I mean?
See, I would say like opposite. Some people think that they're going to be successful.
And that too. Like it definitely is a double-edged sword. Like,
I actually have a meme saved, and it was like, don't be hard on yourself. There's still somebody in your town trying to make it as a rapper. And I was like, oof. Anytime. I think I'm not doing enough. I just remember there's somebody in somebody's closet with, you know, the sound padding, soundproofing up.
Doing that hoe.
With one friend in a bedroom with no furniture. Like, you did that, bro.
Right. I've been in that room before.
Yeah. We both have. Cheers to you.
All right.
One of our mutuals, yeah.
Well, until next time.
I'm going to go play his songs in the car.
No, literally.
Give him a fourth view. Dating for potential. We'd love to hear your stories. Yes. If it's worked for you.
Was it a make it? Was it a break it?
Did you regret it? Or are you,
still working on it?
Are you thriving? What is your expiration date for your dating for potential? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you in the comments.
Yeah.
And until next time.
And this is an A&B conversation.